Hi, Truthful here, and I am doing a movie review. This time I am reviewing this little one, uh, Predators, or as it says on the case cover, Robert Rodriguez presents Predators. Has a whole nifty little catch line, "The hunt is on." Um, okay, it stars Adrian Brody, Topher Grace, Alice Braga, Walton Goggins, and Laurence Fishburne. It was directed by Nimrod Antal, and as I said, Robert Rodriguez had a big hand in this. There is some feel that this is a Rodriguez film, especially speaking of the fact that Danny Trejo is in it, of Machete fame, and also from a whole bunch of Robert Rodriguez films where he gets killed off constantly, a lot. One of those things with Danny, if it's a Robert Rodriguez film and he's in it, his character is almost guaranteed to get killed. But anyway, um, the whole premise with Predators is, like I said, it's continuation of the franchise. I mean, you could actually call it Predator 3 if you wanted to, but calling it Predators is actually a little bit more accurate because there's more than one Predator in this. But it's not an AVP film. AVPs were decent films in their own right in terms of just like action and continuing the franchise, but they were very, very cheesy and probably poorly done. While Predators, on the other hand, is a really good sci-fi action film. It the premise behind it is that the Predators basically nab a bunch of people off of Earth and take them to a game reserve planet that they have to hunt them. You know, based on the the whole the most dangerous game theme. And the thing that they have in here is that all the characters there are trying to where you got like Adrian's Brody character is apparently a top-notch mercenary. Um, Alice Braga's character is a sniper. Danny Trejo's character is a cartel enforcer. They have this cool little Yakuza character in there who apparently happens to be a sword master in his spare time. All the characters, like I said, they're brought in from these areas where they're constantly in improving their skills just through experience. So the Predators bring them in, drop them on the planet, and uh, it's then up to them to survive. Um, it has a lot of the themes what you would expect from a Predator film. It goes back to the jungle as to where Predator 2, like, took it from the jungle, moved it to the city, and whatnot. Introduces a lot of interesting new little things. Like, it shows more than just, like, the Predators, who are aliens. Not to be confused with aliens of Ridley Scott, James Cameron fame. Um, it shows that the Predators, they have, like, hunting dogs and things like that. And I mean, this was some interesting things. They had other races on there that popped up that were also brought to the planet to be hunted down. Which was cool little things that they did that just helped bring a small bit of tension to it, but not much. Um, Predators overall was more or less just a homage to Predator, really. And when I say homage, I mean more like, to say that it borrowed from Predators is a little bit of an underestimation right there, because, well, it more like, it's more likely that it followed Predator into a dark alley and mugged it for loose spare scenes. And it does do, some nice little touch to bring a few new spins to the series, but not really enough that it makes it get away from the feel like it is, just a one big homage to Predator. Like I said, the music's there. Um, the Predators themselves, I mean, they're still the Predators. They took the time to introduce the fact that there is like two castes of Predators, basically. There's the Predators that we know from the original films, and then there's apparently these royal class Predators that are like, a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger. They basically look sleeker, you know. Um, it was a nice little touch, and it was a really good action film in its own right. But the biggest problem with it is that there are times where they try to bring acting into it, and they've got some good talent in there. Laurence Fishburne and Adrian Brody are both really, really well accomplished actors. If I remember correctly, Adrian Brody won an Academy Award for The Pianist, or was that The Piano? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. And of course, Laurence Fishburne is just, he's been a fan favorite for a long time. And bringing him in, you know, they're just not allowed to shine. Anyone who acts in this is just not allowed to shine. I mean, one person pointed out, what's his name? Walton Goggins, who apparently he's on some cable show. I've never watched it or whatnot, but apparently he plays a very good, bad guy convict type character. And in Predators, he plays a very good bad guy convict character. The only real surprise I had out of the acting was Topher Grace. His character had a really, really nice thing going for him. He really, really kind of catches you off guard, and it's so unassuming when the big thing that happens with him towards the end of the film pops up, and that I did like. That was a nice little switch there. But other than that, I mean, no one's really allowed to shine in this film. It's really overshadowed by the actions and the Predators and the whole, we're stuck on this alien game reserve, you know? So, it does fit into the Predator franchise nicely. But, it's a Predator film. That's basically about it. Um, if you're a fan, I mean, because here comes where I recommend where you should or shouldn't get it. If you're a fan of the franchise, go ahead, pick it up. You're going to enjoy it. But if for your more casual watcher, this is more or less a rent. It's a good action film, and if you can get past Adrian Brody trying to channel Clint Eastwood, because I mean he talks in a raspy voice throughout almost all of the film. And, granted, I will say I was very impressed with Adrian because, like I said, I remember in The Pianist, he was a pretty scrawny little guy. And in this, he is, like looking like he weighs like at least a good 210 pounds of solid muscle. Very impressed with that. I mean, that's some good character acting right there in terms of what you'll do for the role. But, like I said, overall, like I said, it's a good film. It's a good, solid action film, and there's some really, really good scenes in it in terms of showcasing that action. But, like I said, it's just a renter for the casual fan, casual film viewer. And for fans of the franchise, yeah, go ahead, pick it up. You won't be disappointed. So, yeah, that's Kuthla. And thank you for popping in. Hope you enjoyed the review. Hope you found it informative.